folks along the road, just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gathering along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races. We went to bleeding races.
Oh, it's back through Bartes!
1962 on a summer's afternoon, we took the bus from Bambras and she was heavy laden. Where we went along Cardwood Street, that's on the road to Bladen. Whoa, me lads, you should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gammon along the Scotswood Road to see the Bladen races.
Well, good evening, everybody, and with our 3 points, come on, 5 goals. What's not to like? If you like what you see, then hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, then hit that subscribe button and smash it. And if you want to join as a member, it's only 99p, and we do monthly prize draws. And Donald was the last one to win on a prize draw and won a ticket to the Bournemouth game. So there's a link in the chat if you want to come on as well and have your say. You're more than welcome to. But yeah, what a brilliant day. What a brilliant game. We did sort of get a little bit sloppy just before half time and then just after half time. But yeah, after that, we just seemed to get in control of the game once we got the third goal. What's your take on the game then, Chippers?
I thought 5-1 flat them. I thought they didn't deserve their consolation goal. I thought they were, apart from the disallowed goal, which was rightly disallowed, and let's be honest, the penalty, I mean, come on, man. It is a penalty for the law now, but Dan Bruno knew nothing about that. So, well, I know that day's header could have been cleared, but, but at the end of the day, it's a dominant win. We're dominating the large part of that game. I would say there's only really 5 minutes where Brentford had any sort of, anything in the game. Apart from that, we just ran it. I mean, Bruno was just, he's turning us, like I'm telling you, he's turning us, Tony. I mean,
he's different class, isn't he?
I said this afternoon, he's better than Kabay. Put hands down, he's better than him. He's got everything. It's the thing is as well, we're going to build on having him around, build him a team around him. That's the difference as well. So we're going to have players as the same ilk for every position, and it's just if we're beating teams 5-1 with this team, I mean, we're going to end up frighteningly say we're going to end up doing what Man City do in the future and win 4, 5, 6s on a regular basis. It really is. It's frightening. I mean, if you look, we've only spent 250 million, and people will go, yeah, 250 million. But if you think of it, before we'd spent that money, we'd spent nothing virtually in every window from our owners. This is just, I mean, you can't describe it. You really just didn't. You can't put into words how lucky we are now to finally have this, and it's just time now as well that we'll have put a trophy in the cabinet, because we've got to get a cup run this season, because if we play that against most teams, we can get, there's no stopping us getting to a final. I mean, if we got to a final and lost to a Man City, you could hold your hands up and say, you know what, you probably lost to the best team in Europe. There's no shame in that. But then, we could have beaten Man City earlier in the season on a one-off game. You don't know what can happen. They could have their star player missing. You don't know. So, but today, as for today again, just dominant, ruthless. I've called this Eddie Howe's ruthless mags, because we were ruthless today, because we took every opportunity. Well, not every opportunity, but we took most of our opportunities that we got today. So you can't say anything other than it's a great night, because the Macklams have lost as well, and they're all fuming because we've won with blood money, So happy days.
Yeah, let them whinge. They can whinge all they like about it, because just absolutely just brilliant today. I mean, I watched it on TV, and you know, we played really well. And I mean, I thought David Raya, I mean, I rate him as a goalkeeper very highly, but I thought he was very shaky today, unusually. Normally he's pretty reliable. But yeah, other than that, no, you can't fault the performance. You know, like I say, before half time, and then just after the second half started, we were a bit sloppy, and Brentford sort of got on the front foot, and then they got that penalty, which I agree with you. It was very harsh because look, when the ball was headed, I think it was, or you know, it just literally brushed his hand, and to me, that was the harshest of penalties. I mean, yeah, okay, it's touched his hand, but he didn't know nothing about it.
It was like, do you remember? It was like, do you remember when he got the penalty at Spurs a couple of seasons ago when Carroll's header hit the Spurs player? Excuse me, and the Spurs player had his hand up there. It was just similar to that. It's, for me, that's not a penalty. It's not deliberate handball. It's because his hand, you know, he's not deliberately mean to handle the ball. It's just his momentum's took it there, you know, and yeah, it's in a natural position, but it's not deliberate. It's not like he's stopping the goal, and he knew now about it. So, you know, but end of the day, we've battered Brentford, and you know, it's the perfect takeover anniversary, isn't it? You know, and you could see them smiling, and I just think again, it's just like I've said, it's frightening to think that we're only going to get better again.
That's what I said to John the other night. I says, the takeover, the anniversary of it, this has got to be some momentum for the team to go out there and smash somebody like Brentford. And do you know what? They've done exactly that. So I'll just go through a few comments here. Leslie, good evening. Evening all. Cracking team performance. Yeah, absolutely. Great performance. Facebook user, I'm not sure your name, but you need to sort your settings out. Some game of the day. Absolutely game of the day. It's got to be. Leslie again, led by Bruno, of course. Yeah, that guy is just absolutely cracking. We'll get on to him soon. Paul, good evening. Gabiat again on TalkSport saying we aren't a big club, while Jamie O'Hara is sat there battering saying we are. Yeah, okay, we'll get that. Yeah. Jamie O'Hara seems to stick up for us quite a bit, but you know, he was the one that said we would win the title before Man United. So, and Laura Woods give him a funny look, you know. So the guy's not a total tool.
Makes a change.
Danielle.
Most of them all on that channel.
Yeah, exactly. Good evening to Danielle. Evening, lads. I think it's safe to say we are massive. Absolutely got to agree. We're 5th place, 2 points off 4th place now. You know, and Man U go to Everton tomorrow, and that's a dodgy ground to go to Goodison Park. That Gladys Street end might just suck the ball in the back of the net, and Man U lose.
Do you know what, as well, right? We're only 9 points off Arsenal, who are top. If we had turned some of our draws against Bournemouth, Palace, even if we're 3-1 up against Man City with half an hour to go, if, you know, there's 6 points there, you know, we'll only be 3 points off them. And then Liverpool away, you know, if buts and maybes, but that just shows you, you know, if a few other things had gone our way before the international break, we could be second top.
Yeah. It's crazy to think where we are, you know. Absolutely crazy, you know. But no, it's absolutely brilliant. And Tiger Studio says world-class performance from Bruno. Yeah, absolutely. Danielle, the giant is awake, lads. Please stop me from getting carried away. No, get carried away as much as you want. Because I tell you what, I said to Johnny that night, we could finish in the top 6, and I wouldn't put a bet against it now. If we strengthen more in January, which we will.
The thing is, we were playing at the minute, this top 6 lock's looking pretty easy, isn't it? It's just a case of, you know, I mean, if we can go into the World Cup, right, if we lose one more game before the World Cup, right, because I think how many have we got? 4 games left before the World Cup or something?
Yeah.
We've got.
I think Chelsea's the last game, isn't it, before the World Cup?
Yeah, we've got. Is it Salford United next week? And then we've got Everton. Is Everton, Spurs, and is it Chelsea or Everton, Spurs? Is this
Villa
and Spurs? Well, if we can beat Everton, Villa at home, 6 points. You can get either a draw at Salford United. I think we can beat them. Even if you lose to Spurs and Chelsea, it's not the end of the world, is it? You know what I mean? you go into the World Cup and nearly on 20 points possibly. So
Yeah.
And all of our players, the way we're playing, none of them look like, apart from possibly Trippier, are going to get called up to the World Cup squad. Trippier and Pope, sorry. So
Yeah.
it's 4 weeks rest for a lot of our players. You know, maybe
Which is
Bruno,
great
but he might not play. Maybe Bruno as well, but he might just be a sub, like a rotating player, so he might not play as much as what people think. So again, can only benefit with, you know.
Right, I've got some fans in the green room here, so let's get one on for now, and in comes Gordon. Good evening to you, Gordon. I've got a lot on tonight, so it won't be a long one. But what did you think of the game today?
Probably not. My routine is when Newcastle play, I get Davis watching him or listening to him. So what is I go to bed at 3:00 and get up about 25 just to get the final score. And I got up at 25. I'll check the score and see what the score is. It says 5-1 hold. Wow.
Yeah, and who did you think played well today?
Bruno.
Yeah. And was that the result you were expecting today, 5-1, or did you not think it would have been that against the Brentford side who played quite well?
I said last night to PD, I said 3-1.
Yeah, it was 3-1 for a little while, but then that suddenly changed.
Yeah.
How do you think we'll fare next week against Man United at Old Trafford?
You mean Saturday night? You mean?
Yeah, as Sam says, yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll go there and get a result, a positive result down there. I think we'll go down there and get at least a win, possibly a draw. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. No harm in that at all. Well, Gordon, thanks for coming on, mate.
Cheers, see you later, guys.
We're 5th place, and
I'll keep the
up the mags.
Yeah, come on, the mags.
Cheers, Gordon. Thanks, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
That's Gordon. So we'll get through some more comments before we get somebody else in. Tiger Studios, if we strengthen in January, we can get Europe 100%. Yeah, because we'll always just bring the right players in. And I don't think Madison will be signing that contract now because Leicester got beat again today. So hopefully we can grab him in January. Paul says, we will beat Man United next week. Also, watch your space. Leslie, again, agree, Tiger. The higher we are, the better player we will attract. Absolutely. And Andrew DB's in the house. Super evening, lads. I'm so happy I might watch Strictly.
Why Andrew, give your head a shake, mate. No, just no. I know John will be gutting he's missing it because he's obviously up here, isn't he? So just no.
Gareth Cooper, good evening. Good evening to you, Gareth. Good evening, both, he says. A great game and result. We'll be sinking a few drinks tonight. I think there'll be quite a few people sinking a fair few drinks tonight. I know Pete Proudlock is in Lowfell because it's his birthday today, so he'll definitely be sinking a few. Alan McTeer is commented now, and he says, it's brilliant how we stop the opposition playing it to what strengths they have. Love how we have a purpose now. Once again, the fans were right behind the team. What an anniversary gift that was. Yeah, absolutely. And I thought the War Flags was absolutely brilliant at the start of the match as well. You know, doing that Sky Sports thing with the takeover deal done and all the list of the players. Fantastic. You know, they never let us down. War Flags, they always do very well.
But did you see Jim White was at the game today?
Was he? I didn't see him.
No.
No.
Have a look. Have a look. He's on his Twitter. He said, cheering Newcastle on today. A bit of the match. I'm thinking, you absolute hypocrite.
Yeah.
You've been against the Takeover for so long. You know, and I'll go and watch them play and I'll cheer them on. Yeah. I'm sorry, but stuff like that, sports washing. That's sports washing. I don't care what people say.
Yeah, exactly. It's these people just need to get their head out the sand, you know, and just see what's in front. I mean, we've got good owners. I mean, you know, Yasser Al-Rumayyan puts out a lovely comment, a lovely statement about us. Manda and Mirdad Dumwana on YouTube, as did Jamie as well. You know, that wouldn't have happened under the previous regime. So and it's just great to be a Newcastle fan. It's just absolutely fantastic. Sefton Mag, good evening, Sefton. Sefton has staggered into the house. Unbelievable scoreline. War Miggy, Bruno, outstanding. And to be honest, the ref had a good game. I thought, onto the Manx. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And Paul, rules are rules, mate. If it was a pen even, it wasn't deliberate. Exactly. It wasn't a deliberate penalty. He couldn't do nothing about it, unfortunately. Tiger Studio.
But that's where, for me, the rules need to change, because I thought you only got the foul if it was a deliberate handball, and I don't think it was deliberate. So
yeah,
that's where it needs clearing up. I think next season it needs clearing up by saying if it's something like that, it's not a penalty because it's not deliberate and he's not trying to prevent the goal. If it was fair enough, if he literally stood there and put his hand up like that or that, like that, and knew what he was doing, then yeah, it's deliberate. But to me, it's not deliberate by trying to jump for a ball and his hand being there. It was just his momentum. His momentum took his arm there. It wasn't deliberate,
Yeah, just one of those things that just happened to brush his hand as he went up, but it's accidental, and I think there should be a change in the rule for that. Takeover Studio says Target needs to come in next week. Burn will get done for pace.
Well, that's the good thing about having options now. There's every chance he will.
There's only one. Graham Nichols says, "Good evening, Graham. There's only one team I fear in the league, and that's Man City." Look, we played Man City at St James's Park, and we absolutely matched them toe for toe, and we gave them a great game. We could have probably won that game, and probably should have won that game. And how many teams have actually gone toe to toe Man City? Not many, because when they have done, they've got trounced. Man United got trounced 6-3 last week off them. So it just shows you that point we got at St James against Man City is a brilliant point, considering Foden and Haaland are on fire at the moment, in unstoppable form. So, we did very well against Man City, and they knew they were in a game. Even Guardiola said that. And Tiger Studio says Bruno's on another level. He's way better than Paqueta. Absolutely is, yeah. A lot were banging on the drum for Paqueta, but I preferred Maddison over Paqueta because Maddison's got Premier League experience, and it's proven that Maddison is a quality player. And if we can get him in January, that'll be absolutely fantastic in another level. Sefton, evening all. And just going past that comment there. Foxy. Great team performance. Same 11 again for the next game. Mickey Anderson and Joe Linton off the bench. Yeah, great game. Foxy. Paul. Mate, watching Spurs against Brighton here, I think we could beat them as well. They really aren't playing convincing football, like Alri's talking about Spurs. I know they were winning 1-0. Harry Kane scored.
Yeah, still 1-0, yeah.
Still 1-0. Sefton Mag. So Mackham's got beat. That's a cherry on the cake today. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. And Foxy says, Miggy, once again, proving me right. What a guy. Yeah, what a great guy. Right, I'm going to get another guest in. And welcome, Lewis. Good evening, Lewis. How are you?
Fine. Thank God we got. I predicted before the game. I said 4-1 to Newcastle.
So you were close, and you nearly got it right, didn't you?
Yeah, I even predicted. I even told you to score a goal for Brentford.
And what did you make? Who was your player of the match today, or could you pick one out of that lot?
It's going to be either Miggy and Bruno. It's one of them two, because like the goal we scored today, a couple of them were like Bruno. No. Can you hear one about who scored that cracking goal? From 30 yards south, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like you can't believe sorry, I'm saying a bit on the side because I'm on my bet on the side. That's why I'm on an angle and that. but I just so can't believe we actually won a game confidently. It's like, how often can we say as Newcastle fans we won the game? Easy.
9 goals in 2 games. It's
It's
outstanding, isn't it?
But hang on, technically we only scored 8 because our 5th goal was an own goal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but
If
that
you
doesn't
look
matter
at
at the end of the day.
no.
The result. But I think even if he hadn't touched it, Chris Wood had the tap in.
Yeah.
And I think that's when that's why he stuck his foot out, because he was worried about Chris Wood behind him.
Plus, like, fair enough, their defense and the goalkeeper had the nightmare tonight. This afternoon, they had the nightmare.
They've had a huge nightmare. That goalkeeper. I mean, I said before, I rate him highly, David Raya, but I thought he had a really poor game today. You know, and it's just uncharacteristic of him to have a game like that, you know.
But like, obviously because I was in the Leeds end and where the penalty was, it's a bit harsh because I watched it on like Sky Sports on YouTube just when I came in.
Yeah.
It's a harsh one because he jumped up. His hand, as you jump up, you do that to make you just to get more height.
Yeah.
If it hits him on the hand, you go, oh, for God's sake. But then if that's the case, then what about our penalty in the first half? It was exactly the same thing. He stuck his hand out by his side like that. And it hit his hand. Referee didn't give it.
Elbow. Yeah, because it hit his elbow. And because it was tucked in, that's how you get away with it. But I thought, you know, it's one of those things you've got to jump with your hands up as well, haven't you? You know?
Yeah.
The commentator kept saying, well, Dan Burns made an error there, and it's like, it's not made an error. It's, you know, I thought it was a very harsh penalty, but luckily enough, it didn't hurt us in any way, and we controlled that game. We probably could have won by more, in honesty.
Yeah, but thank God their first goal was offside anyway, as well.
Yeah, it was offside as well. Yeah,
I couldn't see, because obviously, how close was it of being onside? Because I was seeing on the TV on the big screen at St James, but you can't really tell.
I think if Ivan Toney hadn't touched it, I think it was the faintest of touches he got on it. But I think it's more the fact that he was interfering as well. So
yeah,
that's why it was. The referee was sent to the monitor to have a look at it.
Yeah,
and again, that at least now the referees are seeing all the different angles on the monitor now, which is absolutely brilliant.
Like,
that's how it should be.
And I like when they go to VAR. Sorry, I'm being a bit longer than normal, but again, you know, because I know there's loads of people waiting. But I like when you watch on TV and Match of the Day, when it goes over to the pitchside monitor, you can see into the VAR room. Now, that's what we need.
Yeah.
At least, and then they know. And then instead, they might, as you think about it, if they don't show it, they might be just on the phone going, "Oh yeah, it's a penalty." Like, cause you know, like it does that. Don't I just feel like it does that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think if we play the same, because obviously, thank God we get an extra. Remember, Man U play tomorrow. At least we get an extra day's rest.
Yeah, and they don't play till 7 p.m. kickoff either.
I know. Why is it that? I know it's TV rights, but Man U requested that time kickoff, you know, and they got it.
Well, it's 2 o'clock next weekend, so they can't change that. But are you hoping for a positive result against Man United?
Yeah, I'm thinking we might win 3-1.
3-1. Oh, that's a brave score, but you never know.
Because I did see like Newcastle win 4-1 today, and we won 5-1.
Yeah. Oh well, thanks for coming on, Lewis. I've got other people in the chat to get on, and
I know, like that's why I'm on. That's why I'm just having a quick word. Plus, my headphones are going around the battery as well.
All right, mate. No worries. But thanks for coming on anyway.
Yeah.
And
I try and come on again when you do this.
Yeah.
Honestly, before I go, it was a bloody nightmare getting back from the town today.
I bet it was, yeah.
No, because you know last weekend was when there's the Great North Run, and obviously the junior one got cancelled. It was tonight. Yeah. It was today. Like the swing bridge was closed. You couldn't get literally everywhere you go. Going along Scotch's Road, traffic. Along the Refuge, traffic. Everywhere you went, you could. It took us 2 hours to get home today.
Yeah, I quite believe it. Yeah. So
that's why I mean a lot of people watching because they'd be still traveling home and getting a bit drunk and celebrating.
Yeah, probably the town's bouncing tonight now. I expect it will be. Yeah.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on, mate.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you. Hopefully we see him on again soon.
Yep. No worries, mate.
No problem.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. See you
I
later.
try. I will. Bye.
Bye. And we've got another one, the Icelandic Jordy. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. The only problem with the game is it was so early. If it would have been a bit later, it would have been fitted better with drinking.
Yeah, they got that early goal, but that was ruled out, wasn't it? Thankfully, and but yeah, we've dominated the opposition again. This is what we're enjoying now, because when it was Bruce Ball, it was always 25% possession, but now we're hitting like 60s and 70% possession. What did you make of today's game?
It's fantastic. It's just the whole team is playing very well now. Bruno is amazing. Just even Longstaff was good today. Like I thought everyone was playing amazing.
Yeah, they had some great games.
I think it would be nice to be in Newcastle now. I'm sure there is a good party now in the city.
Yeah, I quite believe there probably is. Yeah, but 9 goals in 2 games, it's just tremendous. We're in dreamland, aren't we? And scoring those 5 today, we're above Brighton, so got into 5th place. It's just how far can we go this season? Where do you think we'll finish this season?
I think top 6 to 8, and maybe a good cup run. That would be very good. I think. I think we need to. It will take time, but I think it will eventually come. I think Eddie Howe is on the right path. It's all on the right turn.
Yeah, absolutely, and we just gotta hope that when Southgate decides to leave England after the World Cup, after we get knocked out, just hope the England FA don't bother coming to these, because hopefully he just not entertain them, and I don't think he will, because for where we are, if it depends where we're sitting by the time the World Cup comes around. Who knows? We could be sitting in the top 4 come the World Cup. We don't know. It just depends how well we play from now till then. But there's going to be bigger tests. But we've had the biggest test, I think, against Man City. There's nobody to fear really in this league, is there? We've got no fear whatsoever. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, if you look, we've actually limited the Holland to 1 goal in the game. I mean, there's not many teams are doing that, limiting 1 goal in a game. And I think, again, it's a one-off game, isn't it? You don't know what will happen in one-off games. Teams have to slip up somewhere along the line. And I'm not saying we could, but we could end up going to Etihad and they could be their off day that they have there in the season and we'll win. It's just one of them things. But, if we keep doing what we're doing and all we can do is progress, that's all we can do, and that's what we are doing. So things are going well, and we can just keep it at that. So happy days.
Yeah, I said to Brad earlier, I said, is Holland actually going to have a barren spell because the way he's scoring at the minute? You can't see one coming around the corner, can you?
Did I hear right that Sunderland lost today?
Yes, they did 2-1 to Swansea City away. That makes it even better, doesn't it? And the Smoggies lost as well, so there you go. And Steve Bruce's West Brom got a draw, 0-0 with Luton Town.
It would be nice to win also. I don't like Man United.
What are we going to say there, Sam?
He'll be gone. There's no way on earth he's going to last any. He'll be gone at some stage tonight or tomorrow. There's no way he'll survive that. Unfortunately, well, I was going to say unfortunately, but he's a twat anyway, isn't he? So he'll be gone.
He is.
I think we have a shot at Man United now. Like Man United are really at the bottom right now. So if there is ever a good timing to win them, it's right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Wilson will bulldoze through Martinez, little Lissandro Martinez. And but yeah, How do you think that game will go next Sunday?
I think we will win.
Yeah.
I Man United didn't impress me against Manchester City. Like Manchester City should have won the game 8 or 9-3 or something. Like it was the strangest game I've ever seen. So I
think a lot of people would like that.
I think we will win them. I think we are better than Man United right now.
Yeah, I think we are as well. You know, I mean, yeah, it would have been nice if City had put 8 or 9 past them. I think there would have been a big party going on, wouldn't there? But, you know, 6 is still good enough. And I liked David Speedy's tweet when he put it out. You saw Alex Ferguson sitting there glum and he says, "That's how I felt in '86 when you left me out the team." And I thought, well said, David Speedy, well said. Absolute class from the man.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have Man United used to be a team I didn't like, but right now Liverpool is even more. You know, with the way Jurgen Klopp is behaving recently, I don't know. I don't know if I hate Man United or Liverpool more. It's hard to tell. Because
we
Jurgen
were.
Klopp me a lot in last game. I used to like Jurgen Klopp a lot, but he was behaving very strangely against us, I thought.
Yeah, we've. I mean, we were unlucky against, you know, against Liverpool really, because that added time that went on shouldn't have been added on. But you know, it's one of those things. Hopefully, we'll get them back when they come back here in January, and you know, we'll turn it around and beat them at St James's. So yeah, let's see. Anyway, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And do come on again. You know, it's always nice to have people coming on from other countries, and you know, other Jordys far away. But yeah.
My uncle was having a 94th birthday today, so I will have a pint with him and celebrate the win.
Why not have a few? Thank you very much, and we'll see you again.
Away the lads.
Away the lads. Take care, mate. See you later. Oh, we've got another guy in the green room here. I think we'll bring him on.
It's not John, is it? It's not the A-lister John Sinclair.
Oh,
it is. There he is.
Oh, John, you all right, mate?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear us?
Don't know why.
We can hear you.
Go on 2 seconds, I'll come out.
I love how he says he can't hear you, but yet he responded as soon as you spoke. Like,
yeah, and it's a Sinclair moment, isn't it?
Yeah, he's had a moment on his own channel, so I fancy that,
Oh, brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, Andrew says Mickey's shown Grealish how it's done in 2022. Yeah, exactly. This is what you do. If you criticise a fellow player, and then that fellow player comes out firing, then yeah, that's what Miggy's doing. He's shown Grealish up now for what he said. Tega Studio says Almiron top scorer so far. Keep it going. Yeah, absolutely. And Paul says only thing there is loads of teams around us who still have a game in hand. Yeah, exactly. But we still got a game to play against West Ham as well. So, you know, I think we've got him back now, Mr. Sinclair. Oh. So let's get him in. There he is.
Hey, so, big up, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Looking after things for you, John.
Thank you very much. And you know what it is, Paul? You're doing a fantastic job, man. And big up for the work you've done for us today. And big up to you, Sam, and big up to everyone in the chat as well. And yeah, thanks for having us on, mate.
Yeah, so what's your thoughts on today's game then, John? It's me asking you the questions for a change.
I know. I'm on the backstage, am I? Brilliant. Now, what it is, right, I mean, it's a cracking win today. I mean, look, 5-1 against Brentford are poor. Oh, they were poor today, man. I can't lie, but I expect a lot more from Brentford, but we do have to do today. But 9 goals in 2 games, absolutely amazing, right? I thought Bruno again outstanding today. I thought Miggy played fantastically well. Even Jacob Murphy had a good game. I thought he was shaky earlier on. I'm not gonna lie, for the back 4 when Brentford come out, it was a little bit shaky. But at the end of the day, we got 3 points and job done.
Yeah, I mean, I said to Sam earlier on, I said just before half time, it got a little bit sloppy. Then after this, when the second half started, Brentford were a bit on the front foot and they got that penalty, which I thought was very harsh, to be fair, John, because, yeah, a lot of people are criticising Burn, but technically it only brushed his hand. It wasn't, it was only the faintest of touches. And, I still think it was a harsh penalty to be given. But overall, we've won 5-1 at the end of the day. Yeah, Murphy's had a good game today. I'm not going to lie. He's had a good game and he scored, which, if he had missed that, then I think the fans would have been on his back. So, but Bruno, outstanding again, what a bargain signing he's actually been. Botman again, a rock at the back. And, the whole team played well, even Miggy as well. So, I mean, Miggy pounced on it for that 4th goal. And then Wood was denied a 5th goal because Pinnock put his foot in the way. But, who stood out for you today, John? Because I thought the whole team played well, but obviously Bruno's going to get the headlines.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I totally agree 110%. I mean, Bruno's going to get the headlines. I thought we all played well. I've been damn a bit disappointed today, in my opinion. I don't think he's a left-back. He's a defender. Centre-half, he's not a left-back. But I thought, for me, Bruno it was a masterclass. That goal... the 3rd goal scored was absolutely amazing, and that really knocked stuff out of Brentford because I thought they were going to get back into the game. I thought at the back, Botman again looked cold on the ball. I thought Trippier being Kieran Trippier. The midfield, you mentioned Jacob Murphy. He's done well today. He had another good game. Miggy, I think he was outstanding. He scored a good goal. Yes, it was sent to him, by the way, but he was unlucky in the first half and he had that shot which Raya pushed it over the bar. But other than that, I thought we were absolutely fantastic. And we've done it without ASM and also Joe Linton.
Yeah, John, exactly. And I mean, the ASM came on, had a little bit of a cameo, put that ball through for Joe Linton, didn't he? But, for Ethan Pinnock to score that own goal. But, overall, great game. And, you know what, John? Man U must be shaken now because they've got to face us next week, and they will not fancy facing us, John. And that's me being honest, totally honest. Man U will not enjoy facing us next Sunday at Old Trafford.
Not at all. Look, at the end of the day, I've said to PD Palco earlier on, this is not a Man United team that has got it's not managed by Ferguson. It's not a Man U team not in a team like David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, right? or Rio Ferdinand. Yeah, we're not facing these lot anymore. We are facing a team that's got one of the worst United teams I've seen in years and years and years, and they have not won a title in 2013. We should go there in full form, right? 9 goals in 2 games scored, right? Bruno's been outstanding. We should not be scared of these lot. Honest to God, no disrespect to you, mate, if you're watching the chat, but for me, let's be real. I think we should have to beat them next Sunday. If we don't beat these on next Sunday, right, I'll be disappointed because at the end of the day, this is not a great United team. And I tell you what, right, they have not been exactly great this season either at all. You should not be going to Old Trafford and being intimidated, guys. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Also, right, I mean, go there, believe in yourself, come on the way you are in a minute, and then we'll win that game because I know people's going to say it's Old Trafford, it's a difficult place to go to. Yes, it can be a difficult place to go, but guys, let's be real. We will beat Man United on Sunday. I truly believe we beat these lot, right? We could do it. We've got a sound defence. We don't concede lots of goals. We are scoring goals as well. And guys, just what I say this, right? I think it's going to be a comfortable win.
Yeah. What do you reckon to that, Sam?
Well, I've got a quick question for John, right? What end will you be sitting in next week? The away end or the Stretford end?
The Turkey end, mate. I'm on holiday, mate. And I'm a
yes. I hope you're not sitting on I hope you're not sitting in Turkey with your Man U top on mine, John. Getting out so they won't catch you.
No, not me.
Well,
not
hopefully
me.
we'll be getting them on the match reaction. So we'll see what top he's wearing. Hopefully he's taking all these array of Newcastle tops out there.
Yes, hope so.
There'll probably be somebody in Turkey going, "Are you John Sinclair? Are you the world famous John Sinclair? I watch your show."
Hey, you never know. I try and get some of the Turks to subscribe me channel, you know. I make sure the number that's how I get subscribed on, you know.
We just.
But listen,
Yeah,
go on. Listen, the guy's been brilliant today. It's been a great 3 points today. I think everyone deserves a medal of the day. Well, Dan Burns be disappointed, but at the end of the day, right, I think Joe Willock's getting back to his best. And look, he done an assist, another assist today when Raya made that cock up. Then he passed it to Joe Willock, squared it to Murphy, 2-0. But Bruno's goal was the best of the bunch. And it's great to see Miggy jumping into the crowd where you got his score because he deserved it, man. He deserved it today because for his hard work, his work rate, and you know what? We are seeing the best of Miggy Almiron on now, guys. We really are.
Yeah, John, absolutely. He did go on the left a couple of times, and I was like, yes, he's on the left. He's on the left. He didn't stay out there too long, but you know what? He's looking a real threat now, and he's grown more into that role now as the inverted right winger. But I mean, 4 and 9 doesn't lie. The stats are there to see. Wilson looked a bit disappointed coming off, and because he probably didn't get his goal today. But do you know what? Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we've got the 3 points, and that's what matters most. And we're 5th place. But onwards and upwards.
Absolutely, Tony. You know what it is? The touch on Callum Wilson there. Right, I thought he's quiet today. I mean, he didn't get the service, but at the end of the day, right? I mean, he didn't do much, so I can't really judge what he's done today. I really can't, because at the end of the day, he's part of the team and he's part of the winning team. So that's what I can say. But he's been very quiet today, and let's hope we get some Timonza goals against United next Sunday, because he'll be key. And I hope Bruno will be out for that game on Sunday. I swear, when he came off, didn't look great. But hey, we got to beat these on Sunday, 100%. If we beat these, guys, I tell you something, we've got to be serious contenders for the top 6 at the end of the season, guys. And I really do think that.
Yeah, I definitely think so, John. I mean, Man U are there for the taking. I mean, this guy I'm going to put on screen now. I mean, what a game he had. What a game, Probably the man of the match, if I'm honest. According to the commentators, because when I was watching it on TV, you get English commentary, and they said it looks like he's come off with cramp. So if it's just cramp, bearing in mind he hasn't played for a while, has he? And he only played 60 minutes last week. So if it is cramp, then that's fine. They've just got him off and give him a rest, and and he'll have an ice bath or whatever. But I thought this guy was tremendous today. I mean, for that second goal, that was absolutely brilliant. That second goal. I mean, the first goal, the header, that was a great header. But the second goal, I think he really took that well. What do you think, Sam?
It was just outstanding. It was just, it was just somebody all up the day, got the ball and ran at them, simple as, and just, I mean, to think we only spent, was it 36 million on him? I mean, you couldn't, he's priceless now, because no one could afford him. He's that good. It's just, And this frightening thing is, he could be here his whole career. He really could. He could literally be one of these players that are here in 10 years' time. That's how,
And you can see he loves the club as well, can't you? He's so invested in the club now, and you would see when he went off, John. How much it means to him being at this club. John.
Sorry, can you say that again, man?
Yeah. I say Bruno's so invested in this club. You can say how much the club means to him. When he went off today and he walked on the pitch and clapping at the fans and that. Do you think the same? He loves this club so much.
100%. Because when he came to us, right, and we signed on 36 million, like Chip has said, 36 million plus add-ons on top. let's be real, he came as a nobody because no one didn't know about Rudiger Marsh. Nobody, not even us, right? No one didn't know about him. But the more games he played, the more we got used to him. And this guy, right, he is a legend of the game. He's a legend already because the fans love him. He gets us, right, guys? He gets us. And he plays with heart on his sleeve. What you like about Bruno, he's forward-thinking midfielder. He sees things early, right, before he does things. He passes the ball before he even sees the pass to him, guys. You know what I mean? This guy is absolutely amazing. And I tell you what, I said to Peter Proudlock, if Real Madrid wants him, 300 million quid, right? But tongue-in-cheek, he's not for sale at any price. If you're going to sell him, right, do not sell him to another English club, yeah? But this guy should be here for life because he loves our football club, guys. And I'll tell you something else about Bruno, right? He's a baller. He's my baller, my player, my guy.
Yeah, he's going nowhere, John. There's no way the club would let him go, and he's got no clauses anyway. So he's here for as long as we want him here. And I thought, this guy had a good game today as well. Jacob Murphy. We've often been critical of Jacob Murphy, but I thought today he was absolutely outstanding. He played well, done what he had to do, got the goal, and you just saw how much it meant to him once he scored that goal. He's been knocking on the door. When you think the last time he scored was against West Ham at the beginning of last season, so that's a long time for somebody to go through a barren spell of not scoring. But I thought he had a good game again. Can't say nothing bad about the lad. He tried, and like I say, he got his goal as well. What did you make of his performance, Sam?
Yeah, didn't do anything wrong really. Again, he was part of an effective press that pinned them back and forced them into making a mistake to get his goal. Obviously, Wilson set him up. Came off, what was it? About an hour left or something. He came off, 20 minutes ago? Was it for ESM or something? 15? No, it was for Joelinton, sorry. No, Joelinton came on. Joelinton came on for half an hour. But yeah, he did nothing wrong. Nobody did anything wrong today. It was a good, solid performance. And, you can't pick, other than for me, is that we could have scored more. That's, again, the only fault. But that's not a bad fault to have, considering we've scored 5 goals anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What did you make of Murphy, John?
I thought he played well today. Guys, he played really, really well. I thought today. I've always said to you guys, he has to step up. Last week, he stepped up. He had a good game, okay game. We gave him 7 out of 10. Today, he was much better. I thought as well. He was at the right place at the right time, scoring that goal. I thought, is he going to miss it? Is he going to let that pause? Is he going to delay a shot? And thank God, he scored at the back of the net. You know what I mean? But I thought he did well today. I really did. But he's got to keep going and just make sure that he wants to stay in that team every week. And then that place could be his. But now Alan's back. You might just find him being at the bench.
Yeah, absolutely, John. 100% agree. I'm just going to go through some comments here. Alan Niddle, great result. Next Man United, bring it on. Absolutely, Alan. Tiger Studios, I think Wilson should be dropped when Isak comes back. Bring him on 60 minutes. Help him not getting injured all the time. I don't agree with that one because Wilson's a good goal threat when he's on the pitch. So I don't agree with that one.
Wilson today was good in the press. Wilson was good today in the press. He's pressing. That's... he pressed. He didn't get his goal, but he was effective and he assisted a goal and he made them make 3 mistakes that led to goals. So,
yeah, exactly. Sefton Mag, West Brom 0, poor Bruce 0. Yeah, another draw for him today. Still in the bottom 3. Stu, hi Stu. Class win today. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Brilliant win. Alan Little again. I got to talk to a legend from the 70s, Jinky Jim Smith. He was in the cover in the market. What a player in a hard case. I don't know a lot about him. I know I was born in 72, but obviously I was only a young child in the 70s, so I don't really know a lot about him. But I have heard that he was one heck of a player. So yeah, nice one, mate. Alan McMurty, good evening to you. Great team performance today. Bruno, 10 out of 10 in the top 6. Stop the start of the season will help us. Yeah, exactly. It will help us to start the season. Leslie, remember seeing him play, Alan. So obviously she's seen him play. Andrew, my daft humour, strictly not for me. I isn't built like a dancer. Because he threatened to watch Strictly. Yeah, John?
I've got to go because we just got tea, so I'm going to get myself away and enjoy the rest of the show, guys. And thanks for having us on, and just keep up the good work, Tony and Sam.
No worries, mate, and we'll see you later. Have a nice night.
No problem. You too. Thanks for indeed. I've got
see you. Bye.
Last here as well, so and she's amazing. Take care, guys.
You too, mate. See you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
That was John in the dark. Didn't even have the lights on in his car, did he? He could have sat under a lamppost, couldn't he?
I was going to say, Tony, I'm going to have to go with Hatlas. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, mate. No worries at all. Aaron the Brit, Man City fans, up lads, well done today. Great performance from your lot. Our Viking got another goal in Haaland. Yeah, he did. He scored again, didn't he? He's absolutely flying. I'm just wondering when there's going to be a barren spell, but I can't see it.
Well, he had a bit of a drought day because it took him 70 minutes to score. So that's a drought for him.
Yeah, exactly. John North, hi to you, John. The best performance from Newcastle for a very long time. Shearer will be happy on Match of the Day. Newcastle will beat any team playing for like this. Yeah, absolutely. 100% they will. And he says, some crack in Newcastle tonight. Yeah, I bet there is as well. I bet the place is absolutely bouncing. Sefton Mag says either two will be bouncing. Yeah. There's Gary. Good evening, lads. Evening to you, Gary. Hope you enjoyed today's game. Absolutely cracking game. We've got Mighty Mag 9 next. He says, big test is the next game against the Yanks. Well, I'm sorry. I don't see Man U as a huge threat. So bring it on as far as I'm concerned, you know. Why can't we go out there and smash them and show them up, you know? If we can score 3 against Man City, who are a very good side, then I'm sure we can go out there and score at least 3 against Man United. John North, the long-suffering fans deserve this. Well done to everyone. Yeah, thanks very much, mate. That's so true. So true. Graham Nickel. I seriously believe even if the FA do offer Eddie the England job, he'll turn them down. Yeah, again, I hope he does turn them down. John North, how is Bruce still in a job? Don't know. You need to ask the West Brom owners that. He's obviously doing well for them, isn't he? They're in the bottom 3.
He's only won one game in 22, you know.
Yeah. Gary Douglas, Leicester City lost as well. That's what we need to see. Leicester keep losing like that. It just shows you that they played a poor Forest team and, you know, they got beat today. Your thoughts on that, Sam? Leicester today?
They keep struggling and it's only going to keep Maddison's valuation down and it's only going to help us. I mean, Tielemans is out with contract in the summer, so he's not going to fetch much money in January, even if you would barely see 20 million and, you know, they'll probably get rid of him because if the face getting nothing for him. For me in the summer, I would say there's 50 million for the two of them and say there you go, because they got in January, I would say there's 50 to 60 for the two of them and say that's the most you're going to get for them with their contracts running down and they don't want to be here.
Thing is, you're not going to get much out of Maddison because his contract's only got 18 months left, so they're not going to get nowhere near 50 million now. So, you know, they've cocked themselves up there, you know, by not accepting any offer from us, you know. just looking, Eddie Howe is paid tribute to the performance of Bruno, saying his second goal helped to grab the momentum back from Brentford just when it looked as though they were ready to drag themselves in the game. Eddie Howe says he's top quality in every aspect. His personality, his performances on the pitch. I thought he was outstanding today. He says the game was balanced at 2-1. The momentum swung their direction, but thankfully only momentarily. Bruno's strike from distance was really good one at a key moment in the game. We had a bit of a slow start to the game. We responded to that, and I think the first goal changed the complexion of the game. We managed to maintain our intensity throughout the game, so I am really pleased. That's from Eddie Howe. And Thomas Frank, the Brentford manager, lost his comment for the minute, so it can't be that important that he said. But yeah, but Eddie Howe is like, yeah, he's right what he said. Once Bruno scored that third goal, we went into another level, and it completely changed the game. Thomas Frank said Newcastle's win was fair and square, and backed the decision to disallow Mbeumo's goal. He says, we know the first goal in the match is very important. When asked about the strike that was chalked off, he said, that said, when we lose 5-1, we shouldn't lose time. We shouldn't lose time on that. I think it was offside, actually, so I think that it was correctly disallowed. Frank admitted it was tough to stay calm. Yeah, absolutely. And he said, it's the most difficult part of being a football manager after you lose a game, but when you lose the way we did today and trying to control your emotions and stay calm. Newcastle won fair and square. It's difficult to win a football match if you make 4 big mistakes. 2 huge build-up mistakes, an own goal and mistake on the set piece. Fair play to Newcastle, but it's a relatively simple thing to do. Follow a man. We live by the philosophy that we win or learn, so we definitely learned a lot today. And I think that's absolutely fair from him as well.
Fair play. He's not pulling any punches, same way they were second best all over the pitch, so that's something that, the Cabbage, if he was still here, wouldn't admit to, so
yeah. Well, we wouldn't have any of these players if he was here, would we?
No, you just know Eddie Howe would be the same. If we hadn't got beat, then he would come out and say it. So that's what you need in a manager, just someone that doesn't lie, someone that tells the truth.
Yeah. Sky are saying about Nick Pope, saying he's battling for the backup keeper in the England squad. May have been on the winning side, they said, but he did not enjoy his finest afternoon in the Newcastle shirt.
Yeah, now we do.
Criticising him for the goal that he conceded, saying that he flapped.
Was it a
penalty? He flapped it across. Yeah.
He's had nothing to do the past 2 games other than pick the ball out the back of the net. He's had nothing to do.
And they said he flapped it across to concede a needless corner. Now he lost the ball when racing out of his area during a nervous few minutes. Honestly,
nitpicking, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, nitpicking, absolutely. It's just stupidity. The guy's done well today. I thought he didn't have a lot to do, but he done what he needed to do. And, he couldn't do nothing about the penalty because the way he takes them penalties, you don't know which way he's going to go. Unless you're going to just stand there.
He done nothing else in the rest of the game, did he? The Tony, so yeah.
He could do nothing about their goal that was choked off because it was hit with power but was offside, and but it's nice seeing opposition manager actually come out and say that the goal was offside and he's happy with the decision. So maybe some other managers likes of Klopp need to take note of Thomas Frank.
Instead of blaming everyone else, like what Mr. Cabbage Man does now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he blames everyone but himself. Yeah.
I know people say move on from him, but I'm sorry. I just love it how we proved so many people wrong and people doubted it. I think we're allowed to have a bit of a glow at it because we were right in the full way. So I can't wait to see the headline that says Steve Bruce sacked, and then again it'll be on Talk Shite on Monday or Tuesday or whatever. If it's all the weekend, it'll be, poor Steve Bruce. Thinking, no, he's had 1 win in 22 games, and that he's took them from in the playoff places to 2 points, and in the bottom 3, 2 points away from safety.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? Just shows he's not even a championship manager.
That's it. He's a fossil now, man, isn't he? He's gone. Simple as that. He's not.
Dinosaur manager with dinosaur tactics that no longer exist in the game. But, you know, if their owners want to keep faith with them and keep them there, then, you know, more fool them.
Yeah. But, you know, we can have a laugh at this.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
Spurs have beaten Brighton.
Good for us.
Spurs have beaten Brighton. Sorry, Spurs have beaten Brighton 1-0, so that keeps us above them
1-0.
as well. Yeah.
So it's been a tight game then, hasn't it?
Yeah. But, you know, again, Brighton. But, you know, it's been a good weekend. Been a good day. Can't complain.
Yeah. That's what we wanted. We didn't want Brighton to get any sort of point, did we? So that keeps Brighton below us, which is even better. And, you know, it's, sitting 5th, 2 points off 4th place. Not a bad end to the weekend, is it? And hopefully Everton do us a favour and stop Man U winning tomorrow, and then that'll be even better.
Well, I don't really want either of them to win because I don't like either club.
A draw will do, because that'll keep Man U out of going above us. So
as long as we beat them next week, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, I think we'll beat them next week, Sam. I think we will, because the way we're playing at the minute, we're playing with confidence as well, and that's the thing. When you're playing with confidence, you know, and if they get a draw tomorrow, Man United, then their confidence might be shot, because they probably think, oh, we should go to Everton and wallop them, you know. So as we know, it's not an easy place to go.
Yeah,
because they've got their fans behind them at Everton, haven't they? So.
Well, yeah.
We lost there
last
year.
Man U, and I thought you had boots off at United, and I thought, well, their fans are all tourists, and they're going out by half time. So.
Yeah, most of them got train tickets from London and around the world. So
that's it.
Yeah, but yeah, they're a side on the decline, Man U, and they won't win a league title for a long, long time.
Right, I've got to go now. Tony, cheers for having us on. Really appreciate it.
No worries, pal. No worries, mate. And we'll see you again soon, hopefully.
Hopefully, if he's doing one fan forum this week, I'll pop one.
Yeah, we should be at some point during this week, hopefully. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I can't Monday, Tuesday. I'm on late, 1:30 till 10 Monday, Tuesday. So any Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I can do them. So
yeah,
see what he says.
Yeah,
probably more
likely be Wednesday.
When Wednesday we at Turkey? Next Sunday. All right, that's plenty of time. Plenty of time.
So we'll probably have one Wednesday, I would say.
Read spot on. Cheers for having us on. Really appreciate it.
No worries, mate. No worries, mate. Take care and have a good few drinks tonight and celebrate.
I don't drink.
Oh, you don't drink? Oh, well then.
Oh.
I have a few waters in.
Yeah, I'll enjoy my tap water.
Yeah, exactly.
See you all later.
Cheers, Sam. See you later, mate. Bye-bye. So that was Sam. So I'll go through a few more comments before we wrap up. Leicester lost, yeah, we saw that one. Okay. Sorry, I'll just find this comment. Aaron the Great. Good evening to you, Aaron, again. I hope you beat them Rags next week. Keep those self-entitled idiots away from the top of the table. Yeah, don't worry. Matt, they're not playing brilliant at the moment, so hopefully we'll do you a favour next week. Ryan, big up to Ryan. Hi, mate. You're all right? How's it, John? How's it, doner kebabs? He's going to have plenty of them in Turkey next week, that's for sure, isn't he? I like coffee. Why is John saying we'll beat United? There's only one United, John. Yeah, absolutely. I like coffee. There is only one United, and that's us, Newcastle United. And yeah, I hate when people call them United, you know. Hi to Jordy Toon for life. Stop saying United, John. Yeah, exactly. And Jordy Toon for life again. Miggy was outstanding. Yes, he was absolutely outstanding today. Absolute brilliant game again. 4 goals in 9 games, you know, he's top scorer. And who would have thought that, you know, Miggy being top scorer. And long may this continue. And he's sticking 2 fingers up to Grealish, that's for sure. So, yeah, long may it continue. And I like coffee. Hi, John. Yeah, no worries, mate. We're all here. Louis Von, great game. And John was very hyper after the match. Yes, yeah, it was a great game, though. I think we're all hyper at the moment, you know. So, yeah, John North, Ivan Tony's been brutal since getting the England call up. Yeah, he's just, I don't know. He got the penalty, but he was a little bit of a threat, but we nullified that anyway because we got Botman at the back and we got Cher at the back. Good evening to Schenk. Bruno's world class, well done. Even Jacob Murphy was doing okay today. We are 5th in the table. We continue like this till January. Everything will be better. We still need a winger in the midfield. Yeah, I would say either a Diaby or a Mudryk as a winger and then James Maddison in the middle. Yeah, and that would be absolutely perfect in January. Night of Night Gaming, how are you, mate? No one fear Man United anymore. They'll be relegated in years to come. Yeah, that would be great. I think everybody would love that if they were relegated. Sefton, Steve Bruce for England. Yeah, he'd make them even worse, wouldn't he? Paul, just had a Man U fan ring into TP. Then sticking up for Bruce. Like, seriously, how can people still not say he's now taking them close from the playoffs to the bottom? Yeah, exactly. You know, but, you know, you can't call him. He's a family man and everybody likes him, according to the media. Okay. Gary talking to other people. We stay 5th on goal difference. Yes, we do, Leslie, because Brighton got beat today. Stu, Bruce out. Yeah, absolutely, Stu. And Stu again. Steve Bruce makes a solid living being terrible at his job and receiving huge payoffs. He's a parasite. Yes, he is. You know, you'd think the man would have the decent thing to say, do you know what? I've done wrong. I can't do any more. I'll resign. But no, he wants his pay packet. He needs them kebabs and them Greg sausage rolls, unfortunately. So he'll always take money. Andrew DB, if that was Man U today, their heads would have went right down. Brentford battled more. Yeah, absolutely. Man U aren't the team they used to be. I wonder if Eric Ten Hag's regretting taking over that job now. Alan Little, Bruce is the richest man in football, being sacked. It's a joke. Yeah, exactly. Again, he's terrible at that, isn't he? He loves getting his compensation. I'd like to say his bank balance because I bet it's a healthy one. And Kevin Malloy, hello Kevin. Hi John, great stuff. And heard Paul Bracewell is coming for repair placement to Bruno. How would you feel about that then, mate? I don't think Paul Bracewell will be coming in anytime soon, but yes, he was a good player in his day for us and did really well. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Right, so we've come to the end of the show, unfortunately, guys. But what's been a great day today for the match, you know, beating Brentford 5-1. Absolute fantastic day. 5th place. I reckon everybody will have match of the day on record tonight because they'll want to watch that again and again. We go to Man United next week. So let's see what happens next week. If you like what you see in the video and in the chat, if you like what you see, then please hit them like buttons. There's 54 watching currently. If you like it, please hit them like buttons. It really helps the channel. If you want to subscribe and you haven't subscribed, then please click that subscribe button, and that really helps as well. And if you want to join, you can be a member, and that's 99p. That's all it is, just 99p per month, and you get entered into prize draws. So there'll be another one coming up soon. So just hit the join button and join as a member. You can find me on Tony Tooney 31 on Twitter. So I'll just take that off. There we go. I'm down there, sorry. But anyway, yeah, you can find me there. And also Northwest Mags, which is a great website, northwestmags.com. And do check it out. It's a cracking site set by Sefton, who's in the chat tonight. Absolutely brilliant. And there's lots to do and lots to see on there. And yeah, go and check it out. It's a really good website to look at. And I'll just go through some last few comments. Sefton, well done, Tony. Thanks, Sefton. Yeah. You know, I've made my debut today being a host, so it's been a bit different, but yeah, I'm glad I got through it and got through it okay. So thanks very much, mate, and have a nice evening. Leslie, thanks, Tony. Yeah, thank you to you as well. Have a nice evening and whatever you're doing. And Aaron the Brait, see you later, Tony. Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. Yeah, I will, mate. Absolutely. And yeah, Haaland again, banging them goals in. You know, it's absolutely fantastic what he's doing for your team. I don't know if he'll ever have a lean spell, but if he does, my God, you're going to miss his goals, aren't you? But I can't see it. If he does have a lean spell, it might just be one game and then he'll come back and hit a hat-trick. So, yeah. But anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. And what's been a fantastic day. 3 points, 5th place in the table, 2 points from 4th place. We're on the way up. The Mags are on the way back. How are the lads? And it is good night from me.